Ever tried dry brushing before? Or maybe we should start with a simpler question. Ever heard of dry brushing before? This technique may be ages old, but it's brand new to many of us. We're not talking about hairbrushes here. Dry brushing is all about the body. Sound weird? Maybe, but as a celebrity-loved secret in skincare, it's clearly worth our attention. We picked out a top-notch dry brush to get us started, and it's going to leave us wondering how we ever went without it. The Drive. Barbara's Sturm Anti-Cellulite Body Brush may be the answer to all of our insecurities. Celebrities can't get enough of dry brushing and how it's impacted their skin. Has said that she dry brushes every night before showering, while Victoria's Secret model put it on her list as a must for runway prep, calling herself a big fan of the technique. Even celebrity facialist who has worked with and emphasized to us that dry brushing can do wonders for the skin, noting how skincare isn't only about the face. This body brush is made with natural bristles, no plastic. It also has a strong wooden base for us to hold while brushing our way to better skin. It claims to promote smooth, tight skin in areas such as our thighs, abdomen, arms and buttocks. Cancel that dreaded dermatologist or esthetician appointment because this brush may be all we need. Dry brushing is known for having many benefits. Using this technique may remove our dead skin, exfoliating it away, encourage cell renewal, reduce painful and swollen ingrown hairs and help our body detoxify without any sketchy pills or painful processes. We're keeping it natural and keeping our body happy. Dry brushing is an extremely popular way to target unwanted cellulite. This goes for removal and prevention. By dry brushing, we may increase blood circulation and lymph flow in the tissue, upping its metabolism, so our skin can quickly smooth out. Dr. Barbara Sturm claims that dry brushing will also enable the removal of waste products from our skin, softening the appearance of dents. This is a dry brush, but, surprise, we can use it wet too. Dry brushing may have a more intense effect than wet brushing, so if we want to start off slowly, or if we don't have much time, we can use this brush in the shower. While wet, the brushing process may be gentler on our skin. Build up to dry brushing, eventually doing it before showering, before we step into the flowing water and wash all of our troubles down the drain. So how exactly does dry brushing work? We'll make sure everyone has the proper techniques to get started. For any area of our body we're targeting, the first step is to start farthest away from the heart and brush inward, toward the center of our body. Brush lightly and use even strokes. No need to press too hard. If we're concentrating on our legs and buttocks, we should start at our foot, as it's farthest from the heart. Work up toward the lower thigh, starting with the right leg, eventually brushing the buttock too. Switch to the left side and repeat. To concentrate on the arms, it's a similar process as the legs, but we start at our hands instead of our feet. Brush inward, moving from hand to forearm to upper arm. Repeat on the left side now. For stomach brushing, technique is very important. We must follow the course of the colon to rule out any blockage. Begin brushing at the bottom right side of the abdomen, brushing upwards with small strokes up toward the ribsage. Then, brush horizontally to the left and continue down, always brushing in a clockwise direction. So, dry brushing seems pretty intriguing now, right? We're throwing away our useless smoothing creams and getting the job done ourselves instead with this brush. We think this calls for some swimsuit shopping. This post is brought to you by Us Weekly's Shop With Us team. The Shop With Us team aims to highlight products and services our readers might find interesting and useful. Product and service selection, however, is in no way intended to constitute an endorsement by either Us Weekly or of any celebrity mentioned in the post. The Shop With Us team may receive products free of charge from manufacturers to test. In addition, Us Weekly receives compensation from the manufacturer of the products we write about when you click on a link and then purchase the product featured in an article. This does not drive our decision as to whether or not a product or service is featured or recommended. Shop With Us operates independently from advertising sales team. We welcome your feedback at shopwithus@usmagazine.com. Happy shopping!